Filming from GenCon 2018, here is Marco, and I'm at the booth of Stronghold Games, where they have a new game that they are introducing to Spring Meadow, which seems to be a new game in their puzzle trilogy. And just about a month ago, I played and reviewed Indian Summer, which I like very much, so I'm very curious to see Spring Meadow as a new implementation of the same idea. And Michael has agreed to tell us a little bit about this game. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Yeah, so Spring Meadow is the last of the trilogy by Uwe Rosenberg, and it combines elements of both Cottage Garden and Indian Summer. So in it, we are all going to be taking a hike up a snow-covered mountain and slowly watch the melt as the meadow actually comes through.
Aww.
So in each player's turn, we're going to select tiles from the main map board. There's a signpost which shows what row a player is going to take a piece from. They'll select any piece they like, and they place it anywhere they want on their board, but you want to slowly watch the snow melt from the bottom to the top of the mountain. Then we pass the piece, and the next player chooses from the next row. Eventually we move around, and then we are choosing from the columns.
Oh, nice.
Like Indian Summer, these pieces also have holes. Some of them even have 2 holes on them. And you also have specific pieces you're trying to cover up. So there are different holes for the marmots that are going to be staying here. And you want to be able to thaw the marmots, because when we go to scoring, you get bonus points for those. So throughout the game, you're taking the different tiles,
So
filling
basically
them.
each hole through which one of these will show.
Correct.
So you can cover them, but you don't score them at the end.
You can cover them, but you don't get a bonus point. And if you want to cover a marmot hole, let's say I want to put a piece and just cover this one completely, I don't want to try and match the hole with it, then I'm going to be preventing that marmot from escaping, and so I have to have already had another hole that I did thaw for the marmot to escape.
Okay, because we don't want to bury them alive. That would be just not...
It's just cruel, and you get a penalty if you do cover that. You would take one of the marmot holes, and then you cover this up showing the marmot came out, and now you don't get the bonus for scoring.
Oh wow, so you pretty much lose 2. Like you lose the possibility of 1 plus an actual one that you were going to score.
Exactly.
Oh,
so let's say after a few rounds, eventually we'll come to a position where the signpost comes around, and on the new row, there's only 1 piece left. When there's only 1 piece, then we trigger a scoring round. And each scoring round is going to determine who gets one of the different hiking pins. A lot of different hiking communities, especially in Europe, have different pins associated with them for achieving different hiking feats. And so we will try and figure out who gets the pin for this round. First to 2 pins will win. So the player who does not get a placement because they have only 1 option, they will have a picnic instead. They get a couple bonus points when they get to score. We then look at everyone's board. Let's say mine looks something like this. I got a bonus stone. And so now we'll try and figure out what's the value of my board right now. For every complete row from the bottom, you're going to score 10 points. And then you look at the first incomplete row, and you're going to score a point for every hole that's filled. So in this example, I have 1 row, so that's 10 points. This top one, I have 1 tile shy, so that means I have 9 filled, so that's 19 points. I also have 1 marmot hole that's thawed. It gives me a bonus point for 20, plus this, my picnic, is giving me 22. So if 22 is more than any other player, I will score the pin. If it's not, they score the pin. Whoever wins the pin will then fill all of their marmot holes everywhere on that board, so that they have a slight disadvantage going into the next round. And then we fill out the main map board. The other thing that happens on the tiles is whenever you place multiple holes next to each other, not only do you want to line them up on the marmot hole, if you put multiple holes next to each other, then you get to place stones. The stones are always 1 smaller than the holes, so 2 holes gives you a 1 stone. There are 2 stones when you get 3 holes lined up perfectly together. And then there's 3 stone pieces. And so these help you fill in different gaps and score points as well.
Excellent.
First person to get 2 pins is going to be the winner. Takes about 15 minutes per player, and there are solo modes available.
Oh, there's also solo mode. And I was wondering, is it available now for retail, or?
So it's not in stores yet. We airship this to GenCon from the factory, but it will be coming out to stores soon.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.